All right, what is up, guys? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to scale with lookalike audiences and what's the best way to go about doing lookalike audiences on Facebook ads after you've essentially scaled all the interest campaigns. Remember, I told you that you can scale those to $1,000 a day, but the lookalike audiences tend to do sometimes a lot better with Facebook. You just have to test between the both, but I'll teach you how to do the best way with lookalike audiences. So the first thing is to test every step of the sales funnel with 1% and 2%. What this means, essentially, you're going to have one campaign for lookalikes 1%, and then you're going to have another campaign for lookalikes. We're going to call them LLAs, 2%. And this is how you start out. So one campaign for lookalikes 1%, and then another campaign for lookalikes 2%. And you're going to have them for every step of the sales process. So view content, add to cart, initiate checkout, and purchase. So you create the audience right here, create new audience, custom audience, website traffic, and then the pixel, all website visitors, view content, and then you're going to choose last 180 days. 180 days is the best one. And then you do view content, 180 days. 180 days. Create audience. Right? So that is the first level of this, is creating an actual per event in your whole store. So you're creating a 1% lookalike from the view content, and that's just the custom audience. So you create the lookalike right here. You take the view content 180 days, and then you create one for, mostly you guys are going to be selling to the United States, but you can create one by country. You can create United States, United Kingdom, Australia, countries in Europe, depending on the countries that you're selling to. I know some of you are selling also like international to Europe or to Asia. So you can do view content 180 days and then create a lookalike audience from United States at a 1% right here. Lookalike US 1%. View content 180 days. You create that. And then you take the view content custom audience, because this is just people that went to the website. You take that out. And what I suggest is you exclude your purchases. So you create a new one with purchase. So you take this and you create a purchase, 180 days. Because these are custom conversions, right? They're just the people that have bought, the people that have visited the website, not the actual lookalikes. So this custom audience, what you're going to do is exclude it from the original, right? So this essentially going to target people that look and behave just like the people that viewed content on your website, but it's going to exclude everybody that bought from your website. This is what I recommend just to start out. Now, add to cart lookalike, you're going to do the same thing. Initiate checkout lookalike, purchase lookalike, you're going to do the exact same thing. Now, the second level, you can do one campaign for 1%, have them all in one campaign, so the 4 ad sets in one campaign, and then another campaign for 2% to start out. You can then go 3 to 4%, 5 to 6%, and then I recommend going 7 to 8%, and then 9 to 10% later on if you want to keep testing and expanding on that. But the 1 to 2% is going to work well. It's going to work a lot better. 3 to 4% could work a lot, and 5 to 6% could also work. But that's, it's a little bit more broader. It's going to be less targeted. So you might want to start with 1 to 2% and then go the route of the bigger audiences. But that's essentially how I start out and how I scale through those lookalikes. Now, the second one, which is a lot more important, is expanding by specific products and collections. So what you can do is essentially have this lookalike audience right here, but you create a new lookalike audience by doing view content 180 days. And then, you cancel. Sorry about that. You cancel, you create a new one. You create a new custom audience. So you create a whole new custom audience of view content, and then you refine by the URL. And then the URL contains at least one of these values. So what you'll do here is you'll do view content 180 days, but you'll refine by a specific product. So let's say you're selling bracelets, you're selling scarves, and you're selling jackets. So you want to just sell more jackets to people that behave just like people that visited your jacket page. Then you can write jacket here, and it'll only pull the audience that visited the page with the specific jacket. So what you'll do here is you'll do view content includes jacket 180 days, right? So now you have an audience that viewed content with the jacket in the past 180 days. You can do this for every single one. You can do this for view content, add to cart, purchase. Add to cart and purchase obviously tend to do a lot better, or even initiate checkout. But add to cart and purchase usually do a lot better than just view content. So you can just try those and take, for example, purchase in the last 80 days, refine by URL, jacket, and then purchase includes jacket, 180 days. And then you can just exclude the purchases. So now you're having this one, which is just a custom audience. You have to create a lookalike audience of that. So you can just write jacket over here. And then 1% or 2%, however you want to do it. 1%, 2% usually do a lot better. If you want to show the range, right? If you want to do a range campaign, which I also recommend, you can do from, so for example, in this case, from 1 to 3, 1 to 2, and then 2 to 3, right? You're creating two different audiences. You can also do just one audience, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. 1 to 2 is the best one. In my experience, 1 to 2 works the best. You can also do large ranges like 4 to 6. In this case, I'm going to leave it to you to test, because some audiences, some niches work better with more broader audiences. We also do 8 to 10 sometimes for high scaling, like 10K days, but you can just keep it in the 1 to 3 range, 1 to 2, right? So you can just keep it in this range. Let's say we're doing like a 1 to 2, purchases include jacket. So this is from people that bought from the jacket page in the past 180 days, United States, 1 to 2%. Create that audience. And then we remove the purchases, and boom, that's about it, right? Lookalike US 1 to 2%, purchases includes jacket 180 days, and then we exclude the purchases 180 days. Now, you can use, the specific page views like I just talked about, and then video views lookalike. So this is actually what I recommend if you're already running a video ad. If you run a video ad, what you can do is create an audience just of 75% of the video. This is the first one, the best one that has worked for me. So you create a custom audience, engagement, video, and then people who viewed at least, who watch at least 75% of your video in the past 180 days. And then you can obviously choose a video right here. You choose that video, and then you create video views 75%, 180 days. Let me choose a video really quick. I'm gonna choose one of my videos just to not share the ones that I have. I don't know why. It's not letting me choose. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Confirm. We create that, create audience. Boom, creating the audience. Video views 75%, but remember, this is the custom audience, not the lookalike one. We create a lookalike for video views. Boom, United States, 1%. So now this is the people that look like, the people that watch at least 75% of my video in the past 180 days. Usually this works the best. And now we take out the video on the top. You can also do this for 25, 50%, 100%, but for 75% usually tends to work a lot better from my experience. But that is how I use them to scale. In video in particular, 3 to 4%, 5 to 6%, and 7 to 8 tend to do just as well as 1 to 2%. So I'll leave that to your testing, because it just depends on your audience and your niche. But some of those that you do with the 10%, 8 to 10%, they usually tend to do well, too. So you create a new one, lookalike audience, video views, and then you can do, you just show advanced options, one audience, and then you can do like 4 to 6%. So you have 4 to 6% of those video views, 75%, and you can create that audience from there. And you can also do obviously 100%, 25%, 50% of the video views. You can also do that. Another thing I recommend too is to test, create new audience, custom one, and then do engagement with a Facebook page. And then you can do people who engage with any post or ad in the past 180 days. That works well. That works pretty well for some brands. Engage with any post or ad in the past 180 days. So engagement with post / ad 180 days. And then you create a lookalike audience based on that. But that's essentially how you do it, guys. Just scale by these lookalike audiences. I scale by volume, as you guys know a lot. So I test a lot of these audiences together in different campaigns and just have them run. For example, you can do like one campaign for sales funnel lookalikes and then have the different ad set budgets on each ad set and then just have like 20 ad sets in one. Or you can do a CBO. So you'll do just CBO lookalikes. And then you can have one CBO campaign for 1% of the funnel events. What that means is you'll have one CBO campaign, 1% view content, 1% add to cart, 1% initiate checkout, 1% purchase. Then you have another CBO for 2% of funnel events. One sec, guys. Another CBO for 2% of funnel events. And then another CBO for video view lookalikes. And then another CBO for just like testing ranges of audiences. So you can have like for large testing of audiences. So the large ranges that I was talking about, like 4 to 6%, 5 to 10, whatever it is that you're going to test there, I leave it up to you to test that. And then obviously the countries, you're going to leave them the same as you did for the lookalike audience on the top. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, and if you have any suggestions for any trainings that you want me to do, please let me know, because, you know, I'm obviously making trainings based on what you guys tell me that you need more trainings on. So please let me know and I'll make it as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.